Good afternoon and welcome to Diana's pool. This is the pool in fall. And this is what it looks like in winter. In the spring and in the summer. The area is a state designated fishing spot and the DEEP annually stocks trout here. I like the New York Times description of Diana's pool best. The Natchaug River almost seems to be flaunting its beauty as it swaggers this way and that, washing over boulders and dancing between bold rock formations, its banks thick with maples, oaks, black gum trees, and deep green hemlocks. Its trout-filled, sparkling water so pure that botanists at a nearby university can't begin to grow algae in it. The local legend for the name is that a young woman named Diana, who had a broken heart, jumped to her death from the cliffs here into the icy waters. And the other is that a family by the last name of Diana owned this and operated a concession stand here sometime in the 1800s. This is the cliff jumping spot, so you have to make sure that the water level is high enough. One thing I would love to show you is the whitewater kayaking that happens on this stretch of the Natchaug River. I waited all year to get footage and we just never really got enough rain. But the put-in is at England Road, about a mile upstream, and the rapids get up to class 4, and they've got features like Sacco Suck, Michaud's Hole, and the Cow Sluice. And the takeout is here at Diana's pool. And climbing down. Now the falls are only 3 feet tall, but they're certainly more impressive when the water is really running. There are mill ruins north of the pool. These ruins along the river shore, and these ones, this looks like it might have been a sluiceway, and the woods just beyond it lines up pretty well with what the Chaplintown map of 1868 calls the Natchaug Paper Company. That paper mill was started by Peter Lyons sometime after 1837. I'm a bit skeptical of my claim because I feel like something that cool would be more widely reported, but I have seen sources that mention a wheelbarrow manufacturing, and I think those were the Ross mills further downstream. So I'm going to stick to my claim that these ruins here are the Natchaug Paper Company, and if you want to read a little bit more history, I elaborated on my site. And there is enough here for a short hike, though I would call them informal fisherman paths rather than hiking trails. I think most people do an easy 10-minute walk around the main falls area, but you could follow the pass for about a half mile and probably close to 3/4 of a mile if you really push it. But you'll find cool things like old fire pits and bits of iron driven into the rock. Now the town got a open space grant in 2001 to purchase 43 acres just north of here, and another grant in 2012 for an additional 18 acres. And what I'd love to see is if they combine the three properties and form some kind of interesting trail network. I can't forget about south of the pool either. This whole stretch was formed during the receding of the glaciers, when a temporary dam of rock and glacial till was formed somewhere near modern-day Ridge Road. And when that dam broke, the rush of water stripped this whole area down to its bare rock, forming the rapids and falls. Now, this direction, this bridge was built in 1926 for Route 198, and apparently is an example of the state's interest in ornamental concrete at the turn of the century. That does it for Diana's Pool. I'll see you next time.